This is Theory of a Deadman's Sacrifice. I'm going to give you a lesson on this. So first off, we're going to put our guitars into drop C. So tuning guitar to drop C. So every string is going to be tuned down a whole step to D. And then on top of that, we're also going to be in drop D tuning. So it's going to be C, G, C, F, A, D. So let's start out with that beginning riff, is what I just played. Is also going to be the verse. It's going to sound something like this. And that repeats from there. So what this is gonna, now before we get to the exact main riff, we enter the main riff with a little, it's going to start with this little walk up. That's just going to be 5 to 7 barred, palmated. And now throughout this whole main riff and the verse, one of the constant themes is we're going to do this bend on the 5th fret of the D. It's just a slight bend on it. Now you got to get used to this, because we're going to do it multiple times throughout this whole main riff. So what we're going to do, now we start with leading into that main riff, and that's when the whole band actually come in. We're going to start out hit the 7th fret barred, hit it 4 times, and then do that bend, and hit it a couple more times on the 7th fret. Then that 5-7 bend. So it's like, hit the 7th fret again. Then we have the fill. That is 5 to 3 pull off. Then 5-7 on the low E. So, and then 5 on the D string bend, back to the 7th fret barred. So far it's then you do that beginning again. Let's just repeat it. Hold on. The second time around, after you hit the 7th fret barred, instead of doing that little walk up again, we're going to end with a D power chord on the 5th fret of the A. Hit that four times. So the second time through would be this. Alright, you just repeat that. So the whole main riff sounds like this. Then you repeat all that. You repeat that again for the intro, and you repeat that for the verse. Then we get to the chorus, which is very short. It's just C5 to D5, 2 bars each. But also during the first chorus, there's a guitar layer. There's a second guitar layer on top of it. The first chorus is going to be this. What that is going to hold the 2 main power chords we're doing for the chorus, but we're going to pick across from the 5th string to the G string, and then hit the high E string. So move up to the 5th fret, same thing. So it'll be this. So if you have like if you have a second guitar player, you could one of you can do the power chord bit, and the other guitar player could do the second fill. Then you repeat the verse, and you do the chorus again. Then we get to the bridge, which is going to sound something like this. So mainly the bridge starts. We're gonna go 2, 5, open. Then we're gonna grab an open A power chord, and then you're gonna repeat that twice. So it's like. Repeat that again, but the third time around, instead of grabbing that A power chord, we have this dissonant chord here that is bottom on the 4th fret, but we're going to add the 5th fret on the A, and then you end the bridge by doing the chorus. So the whole bridge is. Alright, after the second chorus, we have that guitar solo. Let me play it real quick so you can see what it is. What that is going to start with a double stop bend on the 5th fret on the G and the B. We're going to do a kind of like a siren effect. Then we have this. That's going to be 7 on the D twice, and then 5, 7, 5, 7 on the D string. Do that a couple times. The third time, the third bar is going to go. When you go back to the 7 the second time around, you're picking it a couple times, so it's like. And then we're going to have this. That is 5, 7 on the low E palmated. Then you're going to grab the 5th fret of the A, but with a pinch harmonic. So try to find a good pinch harmonic spot on your guitar to get that, kind of get that squealy sound. So the first half is this. Then you repeat the first part again. But you notice on the second time around, instead of going. But this time you're going to stop on the 5th fret of the D, and then we have that fast leg at the end. That is going to be 8, 7, 5 on the G 3 times. So twice. And then 7 on the D, and then 5, 7 on the G, to 5 on the D. So slowly it'll be. Alright, so the second half is this. Alright, the whole thing is... Then you end with that D5 that takes us back to the chorus. Then you repeat the whole bridge again. But here, right before we get to the third time around, you're going to palm it on the second fret bar 4 times, and then you continue the bridge like you normally do. Then you're going to do the entire chorus twice. Then you end the song with the main riff done once. Then you end on the 5th fret, 7th fret barred, and that's the entire track. So get a hang of this one. Good luck.